Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go live in five, four, three, two, one. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm LBJ. You're there and I'm here, and you're listening to the Heartfelt Truth. Welcome. Let me start off by saying, as I always do, that I hope my voice finds you in good health, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Not necessarily in that order, but all equally important to help us do this thing we call life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me start off as I always do by saying thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come into your life for the next few minutes. I hope you find my voice somewhat inspirational, a little motivational, and just gives you another way of looking at things. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I said it a couple times. I will say again, please don't forget to donate to the fine people that really need our help down in the Bahamas. Your donations will be totally appreciated. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was kicking off an unofficial fall weekend, and I had the opportunity. I went to a local arts festival. And I want to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea the people that are walking around you and the talent that they have and the ideas and the businesses, the grassroots ideas that they're trying to kick off is totally amazing. I walked through this park. It was a bridge festival, arts festival, and they had so many talented people coming out with their photographs, with their sculptures, with their books, with every single thing. I was amazed. I was actually, I cannot lie, I was kind of doing a little double dipping thing, but I went to every one of these little stands and I engaged every single artist. Not all, but I mean, the ones that I did, I engaged everyone. We exchanged pleasantries. I asked them what inspired them. I looked at some of their work. I couldn't buy all, but what I did was I asked every single one that I spoke to for their business card, and I promised them that I would give them little shout outs on the podcast, and then we're going to perhaps they can retweet it or send it out or to their fan base, their businesses, their people. And I am going to hold up to my promise. So if you can stand there, sit there and hang out with me for a minute, and let me just give these artists their just due because they were absolutely amazing. All right, listen. First up in the box, we have a small company that just came out of Maryland. They came down to the tri-state area to promote their product, and what their logo is makes good food taste better. Besto Hot Honey. And I didn't get the opportunity to taste it. I told them I would come back, and I would, and I didn't. And you know what happens when you get sidetracked. But it looked amazing, natural stuff, and hopefully they might reach out to LBJ and send them a sample, and then I can give you my full critique on exactly what it was. But they were very friendly, and if you want to find them, that is bestohothoney.com. You can also follow them on Facebook, and you can look them up on Instagram. And I like the logo. You can order this stuff online. Besto Hot Honey. And what they're telling you is it makes good food taste better. So Besto, reach out for LBJ, and I will definitely give a better critique on your product there. But it looks amazing. All right, listen. Next up in the box, I have a young lady that I've known for quite a few years, and she has a product. She has pet accessories and she's again just getting this off the ground. And it's Caitlin's Homemade Pet Products and Accessories. You can find her at Caitlin's Homemade Pet Accessories at gmail.com, or you can find her also on Instagram. I definitely want to mention her out. She's a former student at the local school here, and she is just really a nice young lady, and she's trying to start her business. And if you get a chance, please support her. Check it out. If you guys got pets, and you like to dress them up, she has a bunch of accessories. Her stand was very, very nice. I mean, it was very colorful, very bright, and cats and dogs and all your different pets. But she has a bunch of accessories. So again, please check her out. She's on Facebook, Caitlin's Homemade Pet Accessories. Find her on Facebook, and I promised the young lady that I would give her a shout out. And there it is, Caitlin. I wish you many, many customers. I'm going to continue on here. There is another young lady who is a former student here at the local school. Her product or her company is Pouring Emotions. She's got Abstract Creations by Gianni Rodriguez. I looked at her work again, phenomenal. A lot of these local people, they kind of know who I am, and we've chit chatted, and I support them completely. You can find her also on Instagram at pouring.emotions. Okay, or you want to send her an email, you can look at gianni.rodriguez at yahoo.com. She's just getting this thing off the ground. I'm sure her website will show you a lot of her work, her talent. Amazing. I can't stress it enough. I was in awe of this talent that was was around this arts festival. Here's another young lady. I know I'm supporting the students. I've been working with them for years. They are amazing. They actually taught me so much in terms of just doing my job, my other gig, and I have to support them. They're totally amazing. This young lady here has a sculpting. She's a sculptor, and it's Wire Soul Decor, Wire Sculptured Art. Her website is www.wiresouldecor.com. Wiresouldecor.com. Look her up. Her first name is Sabrina. I'm telling you, the things that she was doing with this wires was amazing. I purchased one of her products, which was kind of one of the things one of my side hobbies, and it just really went right in coordination with that. So I bought it from her. But listen, you can follow her also on Instagram. It's at Instagram at Wire Soul Decor. Check her out. It's amazing. This arts festival, as you see, I feel like I'm a commercial here, but I promised them, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go. We got another artist here, Victor Macri. Victor Macri at Verizon.com. Victor, I looked at. I took a look at a note here. He had some very nice art, talented artists. He's painting, and if you want to check him out, he was really, really good. He had some stuff hanging up, and I was looking at his stuff. We got another here, young lady, Crafts by Tara. She had a lot of nice stuff, and I'm trying to find her. Yeah, her handle is www.tara KOTHARI.com. She has handcrafted stuff. It's amazing. Really nice stuff. I promised I would crafted by Tara. She really had some fine pottery and keepsakes, sculptures, vases, little ceramic jewelry. Amazing. I just can't say enough. Another gentleman here I met, he said his father actually is the photographer. He's kind of helping out the business. His father taught him photography since he's a kid. It's George Wire, photographer. You can get georgewire.com, WEIR, George. And some of the pictures that he has taken. See, I have a quiet passion for photography because I can't really draw, which I wish I could. But it's really something. The camera really captures all these, and if you have the eye for it, it's just amazing. And I take my little camera out and my cell phone, and I just snapped these pictures just for myself, and they're amazing. It really is amazing. Spoke to this gentleman here. His name is Bryant Small. Okay, let me give you his little over. Bryant Small at hotmail.com. You can get him at www.bfly777.com. You can catch him on Instagram or Facebook. He has some really, really interesting art. I believe he has a unique way, and I was trying to figure it out. I'm looking at it's called Alcohol Ink. I don't really know much about that, but I'm telling you, it looked amazing. Alcohol ink artist, so he knows what he's doing. He's spreading his talent and his creativity, and people were buying it up. And you can check him out online, and just check him out. BFly777, Brian Small. Alcohol ink art. I couldn't buy everything, so the best thing I could do is pass their information on my podcast here, and I hope you people really can check it out. They were simply amazing. Another artist that I came in contact with, her name is Barbara Rokas, and she had some fine art, graphic arts, some really, really nice stuff. Again, like I said, I couldn't buy everything because I'm a geek for this kind of stuff. My house would be loaded up with everything. I didn't buy it, but I promised to mention them. You can find Barbara at Barbara Rokas, ROCAS. I'm sorry, Barbara. .portfoliobox.net. That's her handle there. You can check her out, or you can also see Barbara Rokas at gmail.com. Reach out, check out her stuff. It's amazing. The graphic arts that she had was totally, really, when you get excited about something and you're walking around, I was like, every time I turned around, my head was spinning. And I didn't really want to slight anybody. I mean, there were people, some you missed. Yes, you did. But I don't know, a massive just area of talent, man. I can't I can't imagine. It was something. And then also there was a woman there. She had some Indian art. I found it amazing that she was working with these beads and the patience and the coordination. And I imagine just the hands, the working the beads to create this beautiful picture. You can find her at www.artisticpossibilities.com. I didn't catch her first name, but you can find her also on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm looking at her information here. And on Facebook, you can catch her TEJASWINI 2006. I mean, check her out on Facebook. She has some serious work going on there, and she's a talent to be reckoned with. So check her out. All right, listen. You heard me mention him before. Last but not least, there's a dear friend of mine, Sean Oliver. Sean Oliver, along with two other authors, they were at this arts festival and they were promoting their books. They were doing book signings, and you were able to buy copies of their books right there with an autograph. I'm a stickler for that kind of thing. Just like the original work, a lot of these artists are putting out, and they're trying to make a buck, trying to make a living, trying to get their word out there. And so these guys were there. Sean's latest book is called The Transfer. This guy's writing so fast I can't even keep up with all the work that he's doing. He's a phenomenal read. This book here, you pick it up, you can't put it down. It will get you going. And I just give him a little shout out. I mean, the man he has a way with words, and his descriptions, and the way he creates his stories, and the telling is pretty amazing. So make sure you check him out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, that's all I got. I mean, I promised these fine artists that I was going to mention them. I hope I didn't bore anybody with all the information, but please go back over this podcast and check out some of their work. A lot of their stuff you can get online. I've given you pretty much their websites. Check them out. They're amazing. They really, really are. Like I said, I am a geek for this stuff. But you know what? When you got a talent, you got a gift, and you share it with the world, it is something to watch. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm very happy and proud to have mentioned the people that I came in contact with today. So, listen, ladies and gentlemen, please, as I always say, take care of yourself. Take care of your families because families are important. And if you see somebody that needs a helping hand, try it out. Stick yours out and help them. I believe this one act really, really will make the world a better place. And it's going to be one of those things that help you on your journey to becoming the best person that you were meant to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm LPJ. You're there, and I'm here. And you're listening to The Heartfelt Truth. We'll talk again.